Well, hey folks, got a question for you. What if Brody Lee would have taken on Bruiser Brody? Or what if Pat Patterson would have taken on Joey who? Pick someone.
Eddie Guerrero.
Eddie Guerrero. What would the outcome be? Who would win? Well, we've wondered that. So we decided we're going to come up with a little concept that we're going to call
Heroes and Headlocks.
Or, better yet, Headlocks and Halos. That's a valiant effort, though. Halos and Headlocks. 3, 2, 1 Screw brings to you. So, here's how it works. We came up with a list of 64 dearly departed,
Deceased.
Late, great.
professional wrestlers from various promotions, various eras.
All different eras.
You know, the only criteria that was necessary was to have been a former wrestler and to be deceased. So,
Well known too. I mean,
right, well, obviously there's
Yeah.
people that that people knew, of,
Yeah.
of some notoriety. So,
just want to throw it out there.
so what we're going to do is we're going to take this list and we're going to draw randomly a piece of paper with a number on it. The corresponding number will go to a wrestler, and we're going to fill out these brackets. I have 4 of these. 16-person brackets for a total of 64. Now this first show is just going to be us
Setting up the tournament.
right, picking the names, setting the matches for each of the 4 brackets.
And I will. Oh, go ahead.
Each wrestler has a number. We're going to draw a number out.
Right.
We're going to see what number lines up with that wrestler, and then we're going to put them,
So it's going to be completely random.
match them up to random matches.
So we could get, a Andre the Giant versus Lance Cade.
We
You
could
may get China.
versus Yokozuna.
Yeah.
China, by the way, yes, China is included
We
in
did
this
include
tournament.
her. We
Because
discussed
China
it.
played with
She
the boys.
is the only woman that's in here, but yeah, she wrestled with the
She
big boys.
rolled
She
with
was
the
the first
boys.
one to do it. She was an Intercontinental Champion.
Yep.
The
Yeah.
only female Intercontinental Champion.
Right. So we included her in this list of 64. So what we'll do is this first show is just going to be filling the brackets, getting stuff set up. And then we'll bring the next show.
And then we
Will
will
be one of these. We'll take one of these brackets, and we will vote. We'll say the matchup is, say, Luke Harper, Bruiser Brody versus Roddy Piper. I will give my idea, my pick on who would win that match. Kyle will give his. Joey will give his. Majority will win. That wrestler will move on, and so on and so forth, till we have a winner from each bracket.
There must be a winner.
absolutely.
Must.
Kyle. I didn't know if you were going to say something.
I just
And
said
then
absolutely.
the
Well,
final
absolutely.
show in
All
this.
right,
This will be like a 6-part series, basically, to this show. In the 6th and final show will be those remaining 4 champions from each bracket. We'll vote on those matches, this one versus this one, till we have just 2, and then who we think the champion will be.
Of Headlocks and Halos.
Absolutely. So, now we've explained how that is going to work. I would like to actually kind of hear from these guys. Any input, any thoughts they have. What are some crazy matches that they would maybe be interested in seeing hopefully happen? So
Kyle,
we'll
you
start
go
off with
first.
Kyle.
Case one.
Interesting matches that would happen, like, let's say, Ultimate Warrior facing Eddie Guerrero.
There you go. That'd be very interesting to
Yeah.
see, actually. You could also do. Let's see. Rick Rude versus Doink the Clown. At least one of the Doinks have passed
Or you
away.
can-
I know
you-
that.
you-
Didn't
can have-
they,
you-
they never wrestled each other back in the day?
I don't know.
WWE?
But
WWF?
but the fact is, even if they have or not, they're both deceased.
They get another
True.
chance.
Oh,
They get
yeah,
another shot.
absolutely.
So,
You could have family versus family with
the Von Erichs.
Yokozuna versus Umaga.
Yeah.
Umanga.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
You could do,
You know, you may have
Mean Gene Okerlund versus
Mean Gene's not involved.
versus Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Those
Yeah,
are
that's
announcers.
This is wrestlers.
What?
We're doing wrestlers.
They're announcers.
I mean, I
They were
know Heenan
announcers.
did do some wrestling, but he's more known for an announcer.
I thought they were wrestlers.
No,
Gene Oakland.
they hung out with wrestlers. Bobby Heenan got beat up by a lot of wrestlers.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Like when he snuck into Raw like
Hey,
a female
how about-
at the time.
How about Crash Holly versus Andre the Giant?
That would be funny. And it would be for the hardcore title.
Crash Holly is a super heavyweight, by the way.
He is.
He
That
is.
would be the ultimate test. That would. That'd
Yeah.
be the finish line.
Instead of
King Kong Bundy versus Viscera. I mean,
It's endless.
instead of guessing, why don't we
yeah, let's get to it.
dive right into this and see
And get it
what the
started.
matches are going to be like?
Yeah.
For the
All right,
love
so-
of God.
So what we'll do is we're gonna go.
Yeah.
We're gonna go. Turnsies. We're gonna let Kyle choose the first number.
Wait. Why does he get to be K-Swine?
Because that's what I said.
Shouldn't we rock, paper, scissors for it?
Nope.
No,
Nope.
Captain,
Nope.
he is the captain. He drew the line.
I come up with this game.
It's my game.
It's my theory.
Let me do it.
I wrote the numbers out. So, without further ado, the very first
So much
participant in the Headlocks and Halos tournament to determine the
Number
champion of heaven.
54.
Number 54, which is one Terry Bam Bam Gordy of the Fabulous Freebirds.
Okay.
There
Alright.
is Sai.
Terry, hang on, Joey.
I'm mixing them
Give me a
bitches up.
second to write it. Bam Bam Gordy is going to be taking on who?
Who is Terry Bam Bam Gordy going to face?
Number 49.
Number 49, which is Ivan Koloff.
Ooh.
Ivan Koloff.
Where do we
Big
put
old
these
Russian
now?
boy.
Just to the side?
Yeah, just put him to the side.
All
Yeah,
right.
I don't know if all of you remember Ivan Koloff, but back in NWA, he tagged with his
Iron Sheik,
with,
right?
no, he tagged with his nephew Nikita
Oh.
Koloff,
Who's the one that
And they were
teamed
in-
with Iron Sheik?
Nikolai Volkov.
Oh, sorry.
He's on the list.
He
Yeah.
made the list?
Yeah, he
All
made
right.
the list.
Right on.
Not the confusing of the Dirty Dozen list.
Yeah, this is a whole nother
This is
ballgame.
the RIP 64.
Oh my God.
All right, you ready for the next?
There's 64 people on this list,
And they
got
are
that
rest in
song
peace.
called RIP.
Are you ready for the next
Yeah, let's
matchup?
do this. Who do we got?
Number 14.
Number 14. 14 is boom, Yokozuna.
There you go.
So we
Who
got.
is Yokozuna
Who is Yokozuna?
taking on?
Are you ready?
Going
Let's
one-on-one.
do this.
No, I said, are you ready?
Are you ready?
64.
64. La Parka.
Oh! We
That's
all know where that's going.
That's a very interesting
Very
interesting matchup.
The chairman of the board.
Yeah, because he had a chair. Go ahead.
Huh. Crazy. That's our first wild matchup right there.
Yeah, that
Very
is.
wild.
Bam Bam
Let's see
Gordy
who's
and Ivan
next.
Koloff may have happened. I'm not sure. But
The next
Who's
matchup,
next, Kyle?
first up, number 44.
44. Bad News Brown.
Oh, that's a good
buddy.
name.
Oh, buddy, who is going to have to face him? I'm getting all the high numbers, man.
We'll get down to the nitty-gritty sooner or
Who
later.
do we got? What number?
Number 50.
Number 50. Ooh. Black Jack Mulligan.
Ooh.
That
That would be
a
very
scuffle.
interesting match.
That'd be a slobber knocker.
Black Jack
That-
Mulligan.
That'd be a slobber knocker.
Kind of like a Walter and
Oh,
Dragunov
yeah.
type match.
Wow.
Down
Yeah,
and dirty.
That's gonna be a
Round
tough
and
match
pound.
to pick. All right, so what we got next?
Number 47.
47. Gorilla Monsoon.
Ooh. See, now he was an announcer, but he started off as a very awesome.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
he was.
Monsoon was the old days, man.
Yeah.
He was San Martino era.
Oh yeah. Who's taking on Gorilla?
Number 43.
43. The Ultimate Warrior.
Oh, that's a very interesting. Can you imagine
That's
Real
gonna
Monsoon in his prime facing Ultimate Warrior? What kind of matchup that would be?
I don't know, man.
That's
Physical?
very
Physical.
Brutal.
All right.
All right,
Violent.
let's keep this train going, baby. We're on number 39.
39. Doink the Clown.
There he is, Doink.
Doink the Clown is taking
Mine
on.
looks like origami.
Oh,
Who's Doink taking on?
Alright, well, let's see. 35.
Number 35 belongs to one Chris Candido.
ooh.
Wild card there. So we got Doink versus Candido. That's actually a well matched up one-on-one matchup.
Yeah.
Evenly, you know.
Absolutely. Next number for the next matchup, number 4.
Number 4,
Quattro.
Rowdy Roddy Piper in the house, folks.
Roddy Piper. Who's Hot Rod taking on, baby?
Rowdy
Well, let's
Roddy
see.
Piper.
We got number 62.
62 belongs to Dr. Death Steve Williams.
Ooh.
There you go.
They actually might have wrestled back in the day.
They may-
They might have. Well, then they gonna have a
They might
rematch.
have wrestled back in the day at one point because the territory days, anybody
Yeah,
wrestling
yeah.
anybody, who knows? Next matchup, number 16. Sweet
16.
16.
David Von Erich.
Oh, World Class Championship Wrestling Organization down there.
And who
Oh
is
yeah,
this
the
Von
boys
Erich
from Texas.
gonna take on one-on-one in the first round?
It could be brother versus brother.
46.
Oh,
46. Oh, that's some of that Kamala.
Oh, there you go.
Kamala, the Ugandan giant. Uh-oh. All right, we got the final two to fill this bracket.
Final matchup of the first
Yep,
bracket.
for the green bracket.
And the first number 29.
29. All right. Who we got on 29?
There you go.
Just making this as
29
random as
is,
possible.
oh,
There
one
we go.
Mr. Brody Lee.
Luke Harper,
Luke
aka
Harper,
John Huber, who just passed away last week.
We're going to,
Rest in
still
peace, my
sending
man.
our thoughts and prayers
we're
to
going
the
to put him
family.
down on this list as Brody Lee.
That's what he left for.
Because that's what he left us
Is
as.
facing number 40.
Number 40, he's taking on, wow, wow, wow.
What a
That
matchup.
is crazy. It was supposed to be. It was meant to happen. Number 40 belongs to one Bruiser Brody.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Are you kidding
He
me?
set that up.
Holy shit!
Man,
Look at that list. Is he
talk
telling the truth?
That,
about
yeah, great.
foreshadowing.
Let me see. I gotta see
Bruiser
it.
Brody number 40.
Yeah, he got it on there.
Holy shit!
Wow.
That is crazy.
I got
That
chills.
fills the green bracket. So we have.
That is a
You know
death
what? I'm going to
match.
go ahead and let Kyle read off the completed green bracket while I prepare the blue bracket.
The green bracket is going to have Doink the Clown facing Chris Candido, Roddy Piper versus Dr. Death Steve Williams, David Von Erich versus Kamala, Mr. Brody Lee versus Bruiser Brody. That'll be interesting.
Oh, that's going to be hard to call.
That's going to be hard to call very much. And then on the other side of the bracket, we got Terry Bam Bam Gordy versus Ivan Koloff,
Old school.
Yokozuna versus the chairman of the board, La Parka. Bad News Brown faces Blackjack Mulligan. I think I know my winner on that one. And then you got Gorilla Monsoon or Oli But a Goodie versus the Ultimate Warrior, also known as Warrior. There you go, folks. That's the green bracket. Let's head on to the... What's next color?
We're going
Purple.
on to the blue bracket.
Blue bracket.
So, let's just waste no time and let's get right into
Right
it.
into
I'm
it. Here we
excited
go.
to see who's next.
Number 24.
Number 24.
All right.
We're jumping in there with Jimmy Superfly Snooker. Jimmy Superfly Snooker.
Superfly. Mick Foley's favorite wrestler.
Is going to be taking on number 41.
41. Oh man, that's going to be a good one. Another one that was taken from us too soon. Shad Gaspard.
Ooh.
Crime Time.
Brooklyn.
That
Bringing
actually
the hood to you.
would be a good match.
Absolutely.
Superfly Snooker versus Shad Gaspard? Yes, sir.
Alrighty, here we go. Number 5.
Number 5. Oh, this is a test. This is a test.
This is
Andrew
only
Martin.
a test.
Yes, sir. Test. Andrew Martin.
Another superstar that went too early.
Oh, yeah.
Pro wrestler.
That is a fact.
Number 15.
15. Kerry
Who's
Von
Test?
Erich.
Oh, there you go.
That's a good match. Test
Very
versus
good
Kerry
match.
Von Erich.
That would be a dream match type of environment right there.
Some of you might remember Kerry Von Erich in the WWF as the
Tornado.
Texas Tornado.
Texas Tornado.
I do remember that. Next matchup, number 28.
28. We're going in with some JYD, the Junkyard Dog.
Ooh.
One of my favorites back in the day. Use that headbutt to get on all fours. Boom.
Yep.
He
Headbutt
just
you.
pulled number what? 5?
I pulled number 28.
Oh, 5 was Superfly. I was going to say because I got 6.
5 was Test. Number 6 is what you drew?
Yeah.
JYD's taking on some Canyon.
Chris Canyon.
Who's better than Canyon?
Who better?
Anybody.
Canyon was
dug me some
Canyon was a hell of a performer, man.
He was.
They called him the innovator of offense. Tony Schiavone
All
called him
right,
that.
here we go. Number 26 is the next matchup.
26, Gino Hernandez. Those of you who are not familiar with Gino Hernandez, look up some of his matches and then watch the Dark Side of the Ring. They did an episode of Gino Hernandez. Kid, again, tragically, died at a really young age. I mean, right at just the height of his career was taking off. He would have been a superstar, for certain.
Oh, yeah. Number 53 is who he's facing.
All right, who is taking on the little Latin upstart Gino Hernandez? What number you got?
53.
53, that's what you just chose?
Mm-hmm.
Brian Adams.
Ooh.
Also known as Crush.
Mm-hmm.
Also known as,
Brian Adams.
no, he was another guy too.
I know he was Brian Adams in the NWO.
Yeah.
Next
He
matchup,
was also in Chronic, that short-lived tag team from WCW.
number 48.
Number 48. Who we got for 48? We got Earthquake.
Ooh,
Earthquake.
natural disasters.
Yeah, Tugboat's still alive.
Yeah.
Versus 51.
51. George the Animal Steel.
Ooh,
Right on.
My wife's favorite wrestler.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I would like to see him and Mach have one more match up there.
Him and Matt.
With Miss Elizabeth.
And
Yeah.
Mox didn't really have a match. He just kept stealing Elizabeth from him.
No, they ended up having a match at WrestleMania.
But he didn't. Monster Man had a match with the Dragon.
Ricky
Steve.
Steamboat.
It's okay, Kyle.
Who we got?
I
What
got the
number?
Dragon, right?
What number? What number? What do we got?
42.
42. The
Ricky
King,
the
Harley
Dragon
Race.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat had a match with Monster Man, so I don't know. So his brain wasn't in the right place either.
I'm pretty sure he fought.
Not at WrestleMania.
Yeah, maybe in another match. I don't know about WrestleMania though.
Number 8.
Harley Race is taking on what?
Harley Race. All right, baby.
That's who you picked. Yeah. Who's number 8?
Because it was doing right there, but I wrote something.
Start
For some reason,
over.
I wrote
Start
Harley
over.
Circle. I don't know why I wrote Circle.
Hold
Should
on.
have been Harley Race. Harley Race is taking on what number?
8.
Number 8 is Eddie Guerrero.
Viva la raza!
Oh man, Eddie Guerrero versus Harley Race.
Hey, you know what I say?
That's interesting.
You need to chill out, man.
Really, man. That's
Orale.
Still.
Orale.
All right.
Chavito.
Next matchup is number 32.
32. 32 belongs to one Hercules Hernandez.
I remember
He's
him.
another one of my favorites back in the 80s.
Big dude.
Hercules Hernandez. Yeah, he come out.
Hercules. Hercules.
Had the chains
Hercules.
around his neck.
Nutty Professor. It's a great movie.
Hercules had the chains around his neck.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that one. Okay. All right.
What do we got? Pick a
45.
number.
Who's facing Hercules?
Who's facing him? Who's doing it?
Number 45.
45. Wahoo McDaniel.
Oh my God, that's a classic wrestler right there.
Wahoo McDaniel.
That was my great
Taking
grandmother's
on
days.
Hercules Hernandez. Wow.
All right, who we got for the next matchup? Next matchup is number 12.
Number 12. Ooh.
Really gonna
Umaga. Umaga.
Who's gonna be facing the Samoan Bulldozer? Umaga. Let's see who's facing him.
Final match of the blue bracket.
I did a good Estrada there.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. 55.
55 belongs to one. Oh, this is gonna.
It's not gonna end well, is it?
It's one Gorgeous George.
Oh,
Umaga.
that would actually be a very entertaining match. For those of you who knew Gorgeous
You
George.
couldn't have picked two more different guys.
On the spectrum,
Umaga
two different
and
sides of the
Gorgeous George.
spectrum.
So,
You want to let Joey
that
take
ends
the honors
the
of this
blue
one?
bracket selection process. And while I prepare the red bracket, I'm going to let Joey read off
Joey, take it away.
the matches that
All
will
right.
fill the
So-
blue bracket.
The first round for the blue bracket will be Superfly Jimmy Snuka versus Shad Gaspard, Test versus Kerry Von Erich, Junkyard Dog JYD versus Canyon, Chris Canyon, Gino Hernandez versus Brian Adams, also known as Crush, Earthquake versus George the Animal Steel, Harley Race versus Eddie Guerrero, Hercules Hernandez versus Wahoo McDaniel, and Umaga versus Gorgeous George.
That
That's
was
some good
gonna be
matches, boys.
interesting. That's really interesting. So, Joey, actually, let's mix it up for this one. Let's let Joey
Joey go
pick
first.
the first one.
All right. Still got some interesting matches up.
Oh,
Mix it
absolutely
up,
we
yes.
do.
I got a number 18.
18, Lance Cade.
Ooh, and Trevor Murdoch.
Yeah, that tag. What was their tag team?
I think that was it. Trevor.
Yeah.
Cade and Murdoch.
Cade and
That's
Murdoch.
what they went by, just Cade and Murdoch.
Uh-oh. Unlucky number 13 is facing
Number
Lance Cade.
13, some of that Crash Holly.
Woohoo! Super heavyweight.
Lance Cade and Crash Holly. Interesting.
I can see that
Interesting.
match.
Joey?
They probably wrestled once or twice in their day.
I'm sure.
Maybe.
57.
57 belongs to one Axel Rotten. Axel Rotten. He was of some ECW fame.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You
Who's
need to
taking
do it.
on Axel
If
Rotten?
that's Balls
Oh
Mahoney,
boy,
I'm
that's
going
gonna
to
be a
laugh.
hardcore match if we do that.
Because that would be such a match.
17.
17, Mike Von Erich.
Okay.
Got 3 of the Von Erichs in there. They're all in there.
That's a weird one there.
Mike Von Erich taking on Axel Rotten.
That's definitely different,
Yeah,
to say the least.
Very,
Absolutely.
very interesting matchup.
That's what I like about this concept.
Very
is
interesting matchup.
The matchups that we're getting, it's you know,
It's
you would
completely
wonder,
random.
how would it be called? What would happen?
right, exactly. And just the randomness of them all is just crazy. But I'm still going thinking back to
Wait, you already
I'm
picked.
thinking back to that first bracket, man. Bruiser Brody and Brody Lee.
That kind of gives me a little bit of chills because we talked about that in the beginning of this show.
It's the first thing I mentioned when I started.
All right, number 52.
52, one Boris Malenko.
Also known as the Great
The
Malenko.
great Malenko.
Father of Dean Malenko.
Yes.
The man of 1,000 holes.
Exactly.
Yeah, a little interesting little side note. The great Malenko, Boris Malenko, was my dad's favorite wrestler as a kid. And he had a story where he went to a wrestling show that they had in town there. And him and his buddy went in the bathroom. And old Malenko was standing at one of the urinals peeing. And they just kind of were like, kind of awestruck for a second. They're like, oh shit, because he was in mask and everything. They're like, it's the great Malenko, and he just turned, looked at him, and started growling. Didn't say nothing. And then walked out. So, kind of a funny story.
All right, so
And the great Malenko is facing number 25.
25. Ooh, some of that Ernie Ladd.
Ernie Ladd.
He's gonna dance all over his face.
Oh man, the big cat, Ernie Ladd.
All right, what do we got here now?
Somebody call my mama.
33.
That's not him. Ernie Ladd goes back before that. You're talking about
Brodus.
No. Oh man,
Bruce
what
Clay.
was his name?
His name is Cat too. I don't know.
Yeah, Ernest Williams. That was the big
Oh,
cat.
Ernest
This
the Cat
Ernie
Williams.
Ladd.
Okay.
Ernie Ladd goes like back.
Okay.
Every day, like Harley Race.
33 is the next number.
33.
Right.
Adrian Adonis.
Woohoo!
Adrian Adonis.
He had that kind of gorgeous George thing going, man.
Yeah.
He did. He had the flamboyancy. Taking on
Yeah.
We can get it open.
Let's see.
Number 34.
34. Ooh. Bruno Sammartino.
All right, right on.
Bruno.
Bruno
Italiano.
Sammartino versus Adrian Adonis.
The longest reigning
They probably
WWF champion in history. WWF/E.
Right.
That's right. What is it, like 7 years?
It was 7 years long.
What do we got? What number?
Next match.
What number is it?
Well, it could be 12 or 21
21.
because of the way you wrote it.
You-
21.
I got a line
You
under,
wrote a line
under
underneath
the
it.
12, so
Oh,
that's going to be 21.
Okay.
21 belongs to
See what I'm saying?
Bam Bam Bigelow.
Woohoo!
Bam!
Part of the whole wrestling, Lawrence Taylor, WrestleMania 11.
Yep.
If That's Lawrence Taylor, I swear to God.
Once he was alive.
I know. That's why I would be very surprised.
And he's not a wrestler.
I know.
Number 9.
Number 9. Oh!
China.
Oh.
Chris Benoit.
Oh! He is a deceased wrestler. We gotta put him in there.
Oh yeah, man. We ain't WWE. We'll mention his name. We don't condone what he did, but I mean,
We don't condone what he did, but he was an
damn, he was an
excellent
awesome wrestler.
wrestler.
So,
Next
all right.
match.
Next match. Who we started off with there,
We
Giuseppe?
got 2 more brackets to do. 1 more bracket to go. Let's go.
20.
20. Ravishing Rick Rude.
Ooh, who is he facing? Who's Rick Rude facing? Ooh, we're getting down to the closer numbers because now it's 22.
22 belongs to the Big Boss Man.
Oh.
There we go.
Rick
I'm
Rude.
sure they've
They
faced off
faced each other,
before.
I'm sure. Twin Towers.
All right. Number 37.
37. Balls Mahoney.
There you go. Got some ECW in there. Cap.
So that means there is potentially a chance for Axel Rotten and Balls Mahoney to meet in the championship round
Good
of
on
this
opposite
bracket.
sides of the spectrum there.
Yep.
Next, who is he facing? Numero uno.
Big Vader.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's actually a very interesting match.
Balls Mahoney and
Big
Vader.
Bad Vader. Oh
Yeah. Yeah.
You know that's a good match.
Oh yeah.
Vape.
All right.
Oh,
now let's pick the final 2 contestants on the red bracket. Who you got there, Giuseppe?
31.
Number 31 belongs to one Dino Bravo.
Oh, I didn't like that guy back in the day.
Yeah, he was a heel.
He was the heelish of heels, man.
Who's Dino Bravo
Dino
taking
Bravo
on?
is facing number 58.
58 belongs to one Pat Patterson.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Dino
Didn't they
Bravo
have
versus
a cage match against
Pat
each other?
Patterson.
I
I
have
don't
no
know.
Oh no, I'm thinking Superfly.
But they're both
Dino.
Canadian, too.
Yeah. So that will complete the red bracket.
Let's reel them off.
So let's gonna recap those matches there, Kyle, as I prepare
Red bracket.
the
You got
teal bracket.
Bam Bam Bigelow facing Chris Benoit, the crippler. Rick Rude versus the Big Boss Man. Balls Mahoney versus Vader, Big Man Vader. Dino Bravo versus Pat Patterson, the first ever Intercontinental Champion. Lance K versus Crash Holly. Axel Rotten versus Mike Von Erich. The Great Malenko facing Ernie Ladd.
There you go.
And Adrian Adonis versus Bruno Sammartino.
Nice. Some interesting matchups there.
Down to the last 16,
So what? Here we
folks.
are.
So
Yep,
why
the
don't you
final
go
bracket.
first, sir?
No, I did the first 2 I went first. Second.
Oh,
Yep,
okay.
let's go ahead.
Here we go.
Let's do it.
Here we go.
Who we got?
16 left.
There's some interesting names still on here.
23. My lucky number.
23. The 8th wonder of the world, China.
Oh boy.
She happened to be my lucky number. That's cool.
The first
China.
and only, well, maybe not only. Let's see. The first intergender matchup,
No, she's
number
the only woman.
19.
Number 19. She's taking on Owen Hart.
That match could have
Whoa.
happened before.
That match probably did happen before because they had a rivalry back in '98 with the whole cast thing, and didn't she get
Triple
involved in
H,
Triple H's match at WrestleMania
She may
14.
have.
14?
She
Throwing
very
that
well
powder
may have.
into Sergeant Slaughter's face and giving him a low blow. Hell yeah!
Interesting.
That is
Next
interesting.
one, let's go. We got 14 more. No
Two-
slacking.
Two of my favorites against each other. All right. 30.
30. Oh, Dusty Rhodes, baby.
Oh yeah, baby.
Dusty
Get
Rhodes.
funky like a monkey.
He's just a working man.
And who's Dusty Rhodes facing?
Who's he facing?
We got number
Who's
60,
taking on the American Dream?
63.
63. Ooh. Some of that Killer Kowalski.
Oh, how about that, man?
Can't leave Killer Kowalski out.
Woo! Killer Kowalski versus the American Dream.
Dusty Rhodes.
Baby.
That's an interesting match.
That is definitely interesting.
There's a good
Trace.
possibility they probably.
Number 3.
In a while.
Oh.
Number 3.
Andre the
Oh,
Giant
boy.
has finally made his
Oh
appearance
boy, he's my favorite.
in the tournament.
He's my favorite.
Who's
for
taking
this.
on
Who's taking on
Andre?
the eighth wonder of the world? Because China was the ninth wonder.
That's true, yes.
Andre the Giant's the eighth wonder of the world. We're facing number 38.
Number 38. Oh, sorry for you, Grandmaster Sexay Brian Christopher.
I think
Turn it up.
I think we all know who's winning
Oh,
that
yeah.
match.
Oh, Brian Christopher all the way, bro.
I don't think so.
No.
He's going to dance all around Andre.
And Andre's just going to put a boot to his face.
But I don't know it.
Anybody,
All right, next
anybody
match.
want a peanut?
Next match. Next match. There
Let's
you
go. Who we got? Come on, you're slacking.
Number 11.
Number 11. Big John Studd.
Oh, that would have been interesting. 'Cause Andre the Giant and Big John Studd had a match at WrestleMania 1.
They could very well meet
They could. The next
in
matchup.
the next bracket.
They had a body slam challenge.
Who's Big John Studd taking on?
Number 59.
59 is Chief J Strongbow.
Oh boy. I don't know. We'll see what happens with that match.
Chief J Strongbow taking on Big John Studd. Ooh, man.
Next one is number 7.
Number 7. Macho Man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Macho Man.
There he is. There's
Step
Mach.
into the Slim Jim.
Who's Macho Man stepping
Macho
into?
Man is facing whoever number 10 is.
Number 10 is
10.
King Kong Bundy.
Ooh, they've had matches in the past, I'm sure.
King Kong Bundy.
Next match, number 36.
36, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Who we got for 36? Oh, we got some Viscera. Viscera.
Who's got
The
big
world's largest
getting
love
Mabel?
machine.
Who's got Big Daddy V?
Who's he taking on?
61.
61. Oh, Nikolai Volkov.
Oh.
That's who used to hang with the Iron Sheik.
There you go. Next
Well,
match.
now he's got to hang with Big Daddy V, Viscera.
In this match,
Also known as Mabel, right?
Yep,
King Mabel.
King Mabel.
After he won the King of the Ring.
Mm-hmm.
27.
27.
Alright, baby. Let's see what's next.
27 belongs to Flying Brian Pillman.
Oh, boy.
Oh, Hollywood Blondes.
Pillman and Mach would be a good match. That'd be a very good match.
Brian Pillman is facing whoever number Dulce is.
Rocky Johnson.
Woo!
Soul Man.
The Rock's father.
Yes, sir.
Alright. This is the last match now.
Final match.
That's it.
Number 60.
Number 60 belongs to Mad Dog Vachon.
Which is
Who
also,
his grandfather, I think?
I think it was her dad, no? Is it her dad or
I
grandfather?
forget.
Related somehow.
Yeah. Mad Dog Vachon.
And
The final.
the final match. Mad Dog Vachon is facing number 56.
That would be one Jim Neidhart.
The Anvil.
Yes,
Did,
sir.
can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Is there one more bracket? No, we're done.
Yeah.
Where's British Bulldog?
They are
didn't
not
put it
in
on
there. We did not.
Put everybody in there.
That brings up a good point.
We
That
did
brings up
not.
a good point. You're
We
right.
did not add in tag teams
that are already
that are
deceased.
where both members are deceased. Yeah, because the reason for that is I actually happen to have a list. This is going to be later of 40. I think I have like 44 tag teams where both members are deceased.
Well,
From
but
different.
really,
Or no, excuse me, I take that back. They're not. It's some are deceased, some are tag teams. It's going to be a whole. That's an idea I have for a whole other video.
Like a dream.
Yeah, of a dream tournament.
Then let's keep
It'll
it
be
under
so-
wraps. Under wraps.
It'd be interesting to match
Yeah, okay. The
But we
cat's
all-
out
we
back.
all
That's
know
going to
Big
happen.
Shot
down the road.
ruined it.
We all
I'm
know
sorry.
who's gonna win that tournament.
What a rush!
I mean, that's my my
That's
favorite.
said and done already
But,
with
yeah.
that one.
So
But here we go. We got it.
So there it is. So I'll go ahead and read off here. I'll read off the
I'm sorry,
the
Kyle.
final. Well, actually, you know what? How
It's
about
all right, buddy.
let's just. I'm gonna quickly. I'm just gonna run through all of the matches
Again.
one more time, because after we read them all, I want you guys to pick a couple of them that you're really really interested in, kind of thinking about. So,
That second.
in teal bracket, we got Macho Man and King Kong Bundy, Viscera and Nikolai Volkov, Brian Pillman and Rocky Johnson, Mad Dog Vachon versus Jim Neidhart, Big John Studd, Chief J Strongbow, Brian Christopher, Andre the Giant, Killer Kowalski and Dusty Rhodes, Owen and China. Owen Hart and China. The red bracket, Bam Bam Bigelow, Benoit, Rick Rude, Big Boss Man, Balls Mahoney and Vader, Dino Bravo, Pat Patterson, Adrian Adonis, Bruno Sammartino, Boris Malenko and Ernie Ladd, Mike Von Erich, Axel Rotten, and Crash Holly versus Lance Cade. Blue bracket is Jimmy Superfly Snuka versus Shad Gaspard, Test versus Kerry Von Erich, Junkyard Dog JYD versus Canyon, Gino Hernandez versus Brian Adams, Gorgeous George versus Umaga, Hercules Hernandez taking on Wahoo McDaniel, Eddie Guerrero stepping in the ring with Harley Race, and George the Animal Steel taking on one half of the Natural Disasters Earthquake. And finally, the green bracket will bring us Doink the Clown versus Chris Candido, Rowdy Roddy Piper versus Dr. Death Steve Williams, David Von Erich versus Kamala the Ugandan Giant, One Brody Lee versus Bruiser Brody, Gorilla Monsoon versus the Ultimate Warrior, Blackjack Mulligan versus Bad News Brown, La Parka versus Yokozuna, and Terry Bam Bam Gordy taking on Ivan Koloff. So out of those matches, which ones are kind of jumping out at you guys? For me, Bruiser Brody and Brody Lee is definitely one.
That's one of them. That's one of the ones I'm writing down
The only,
right
the
now.
only reason why that one's significant is because you predicted that one, and that was kind of like
I think
a suspenseful thing. But I think one of my favorites is going to be Bad News Brown and Blackjack Mulligan.
that one's going to be
Just
a tough
because
one.
of who they are and their fighting styles. Another one.
You know what? Eddie Guerrero versus Harley Race, both in
That
their
was
prime,
my second one I just wrote down.
Are so speak up.
No, that's what I'm. No. That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, it's so funny you said that. Because Eddie Guerrero, like you said, Brody Lee and Bruiser Brody. I was like, yep, I wrote that down. And then Eddie Guerrero versus Harley Race. I just think that's
An
cool.
interesting match for me is Dino Bravo and Pat Patterson because they're both Canadian.
Yeah.
There you go. They got that connection. Another one that I'm interested in is Owen Hart versus China.
Yeah. Gorilla. Yeah. How about Gorilla Monsoon, the Ultimate Warrior? That one.
Oh, that's a good one too, man.
And you know that Roddy Piper and the Dr. Death Steve Williams one too, man. I mean, just some of these are just wild, crazy matchups. Some of them I could see being
Let's make our prediction, boys.
legit.
Let's make our predictions.
Oh, Andre the Giant's my favorite right now.
He's your front runner, huh? To win the whole thing?
Yeah.
You're liking Andre, eh?
It's between Eddie and Owen. Those are my two picks.
Hey, oh, okay. I go
Good
with
picks.
Andre the Giant is my favorite guy, and I think
Oh, I love Andre. But
I'm gonna go with Umanga.
Umanga, there you go.
Umanga.
You will find yourself in a match with Umanga.
Yeah.
Sunshine. Umanga.
You know, I'm going to be honest with you.
I don't do a good William Regal.
Mach, I like Mach's chances in
In the
this whole
tournament,
thing.
Mach
I
is a
do
fan
like-
favorite.
I do like Mach.
Yeah.
Macho
man.
I gotta like, I like Macho. You know, I mean, Benoit's one could be good, but
I was thinking
there are
about one,
some,
but
there's some of these matchups I just think maybe Benoit's size would just be, it would, the size difference for some of these just might be a little too much for even Benoit.
I was thinking about my, but I was thinking about the sizes of, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, Macho Man has proved himself. You know, back in the day, you know, you saw him in matches against guys like John Studd and King Kong Bundy and, you know, all those big
He
guys.
was one of those wrestlers that made the other guy look like $1 million
Right.
too.
You know.
You know, to me, he's going to be one of the best.
So that's it. That's our
Yeah,
brackets.
So it's, I mean, honestly, you just, it's really hard to say.
I mean, Brody Lee,
There's some,
to me,
there's some really good ones.
Brody Lee would be a very cool thing for him to win.
Bruiser Brody. Yeah, how do you go against Bruiser Brody? But we're gonna have to. We'll have to. So
Now, here's my question, so that we're clear on this. These are all just regular rules, one-on-one matches, or are there stipulations?
One-on-one matches.
One-on-one matches.
one-on-one,
Okay.
just
So,
one-on-one,
a match
straight up.
A match maybe ends by a count out, maybe ends by a disqualification, maybe ends by pinfall or submission,
Yeah.
maybe goes a no contest.
It just if that's what you think. I mean, we're basically.
We're gonna
You know,
vote.
we're
That's
gonna
what
we're
I'm
gonna
saying.
vote on this. I don't know what we think. So.
Billiam,
You know-
I know you're looking at that TV, brother.
Yeah.
Well,
And
let's
there's
get
some
this
stuff
over
going
with.
on here. We got Raws happening here. So in the background.
And he's not on SmackDown, bro.
So. But anyways,
Thanks for tuning in.
this is like I said. We'll
Goldberg!
next week.
We're trying to finish.
Yeah, we're trying to finish here.
Well, we're doing this right now. Continue.
So next week we will we'll choose one of these brackets and we'll go through and we will determine a winner next week. Following week after that, we'll do another bracket. So as I said, it'll be a 6-part series.
Before
to
we
this.
sign off and before you all stay tuned with what we're doing, please hit that subscribe button. We
Yes.
know you're watching. Do us a favor. It takes 2 seconds. Press
Just-
the button.
Yes, our last video we had over 500 views, and that was awesome, and we appreciate.
That was a big deal
that.
for us.
We
So
appreciate
appreciate
everybody that's viewing.
But
It takes
we only
Literally.
have
a second.
191
Hit that
subscribers right
button.
now.
It
So
doesn't cost you
everyone
any
who
money.
clicked on it watched.
Doesn't cost any money. Doesn't do anything to you. It just helps us out. Just even whoop, done. Give us a subscribe.
So, in a nutshell, don't forget, guys, to hit that subscribe button, the thumbs up, and the notification bell. We love you.
There it is.
Let's take it away.
Down
In
there.
3,
2,
1.
screw. Watcha.
Headlocks and halos.